This week, our crews have covered the devastation just happening in the Kingwood area. Our Liliana Pearson has been at Hamblin Road near Forest Cove all morning. She joins us live now with what she's seen so far. And Liliana, you know, the sun coming up, we just see that water behind you.
Yeah, this flood water has become quite expansive. Some people that we talked to say yesterday it did not look like this whatsoever. You can actually see where they tried to put in some road barricades yesterday. That's probably where the water was initially covering the road there. But those have more or less washed away at this point. We can see that there are some businesses off to the side that look like they're going to have several feet of water in them. And we've seen some people in kayaks out here trying to get in there and to check them out. But really what we do know is the fact that this water, it's not done rising yet. We're told that it's going to come up a couple more feet before it crests. That crest supposed to be around midnight, the early morning hours of Sunday. And with more water coming in, what we're hearing from local officials is to just stay out of the flood water. That is going to be your best option for safety because this water is really murky. Once you get into 1-2 inches of water, you really can't see what's going on. There's lots of hidden dangers in here, things like downed power lines, ditches to the sides of the roads that you just can't see. Not only that, this flood water does come from a river. So this is going to bring with it a current. Here in these shallower areas, you can kind of see that. If you take a look down at my feet, you can see where the water coming up over the road is creating these little ripples. Some of those deeper areas, though, you can't see the current at all. So if you're driving a car through there, if you're wading in anywhere where it's really deep, it's going to be really easy to pick up your car or to sweep yourself away. So just stay out of the water. That's going to be your best plan of action. And of course, in these flooded areas are homes, businesses with a couple feet of water in them, but there are also homes that are just on the edge. People who are keeping their fingers crossed that when that water does crest, it does not get into their homes. I talked to one homeowner, his name's Ken. He says if the water crests where it's supposed to, it should stop right at his doorstep any higher, and it will come inside his home. He said that back during Harvey, that flood completely took his home out. He and his wife had to completely gut the home and redo it, a home that's supposed to be their retirement. They say that if it floods again, if they have to redo that home for a second time, they're going to have that hard conversation of whether or not they move. He says all of this is just too close for comfort.
So far, we're doing okay. The water is coming up slower than it came up for Harvey. So if we only get another couple of feet of water, I think we might be okay.
So there you can see some of those people in those kayaks checking out these flooded areas, going around and looking into these businesses here. And we do know a lot of the communities here in Harris County have had either a mandatory or a voluntary evacuation. We do know that throughout Harris County, a couple hundred people have had to been saved along with their pets. I did speak to emergency management who told me that those rescues continued overnight and into the early morning hours. Today, I did see a couple helicopters go overhead, presumably continuing those rescues today. We have also heard from county leaders that people that are stuck in their home, if they need to be rescued, it could be upwards of 2 to 3 days before they can get everyone out. From the Kingwood area, I'm Liliana Pearson, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Truly hoping everyone is okay. Liliana, thank you.